Hey queens, welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Oh my word, I haven't done a sit down video in so long. And more awkward child. If you're new over here, my name is Lydia and this is my queendom darling. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also go follow me on Instagram. It's Lydia_MSM. You know, this is a new year, new beginnings. We're trying new things. Just to let you guys know, in this video I'll be doing my no makeup look, and this is mainly inspired by a conversation I was having yesterday with yet another amazing queen that I met yesterday, and we're working on something exciting together, which I'll be able to announce later on. But anyway, we got to talking about makeup and basically how we are both struggling as far as makeup application is concerned. But of course I do have a routine, which I mean, that's the only way I apply my makeup. So anyway, from having that conversation with her, I decided just to record this video mainly for her. Hey Kia girl. Her name is actually Ikea. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we actually agreed, yeah, that I can just call her Kia, because it's, you know, I was like, girl, you sound South African. Kia, I'm a girl. But yeah, anyway, I just decided to record this video, and this will be a little reference video for her whenever she wants to practice her makeup. And yeah, you guys know that I don't do eyebrows, child. So when I say makeup, it's probably a little offensive to people who are actually makeup gurus and experts, but it is what it is. Yeah, so anyway, if you're an amateur just like me, you struggle with your makeup but you enjoy playing around with makeup, or you just enjoy having a better product on your face even though you don't have a full face beat, this is the video for you. Okay, grab your concealer, grab your eyeliner and come over here. Let's have a little chat, honey. Right, so anyway, I just took a shower, so I don't have any products on my face. By the way guys, I am still trying to figure out how I'm gonna incorporate this rose water spray, which I got from Grace and Gina's. Once again, shout out to my girl Latoya. Support small businesses, child. Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, I'm still trying to figure out a way I'm gonna incorporate this into my skincare routine or makeup routine, just something. I've never used rose water before, so I decided to look it up on Mrs. Google, because you know she knows everything, child. So anyway, it says a great way to use rose water is by spritzing it on your face. Fill an empty spray bottle with rose water, and when you're done with your morning beauty routine, spray on rose water to keep your face fresh, nourished and hydrated. Rose water can also be sprayed over your makeup to work as a makeup setting product. The mist will leave your face radiant. So I think that's what I'll do today. So I'm wondering if that means it can be an alternative, isn't like I don't have to use my usual setting spray. Or does that mean I can actually use this before? Child! Because when I read, most of the part says rose water is actually an excellent toner, and meaning you can use this directly after washing your face. Yeah, so like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate that in my makeup or skincare routine, but I'm very excited to try that out. Anyway, today we are going to be doing my no makeup look, which is literally I do the bare minimum. I'll just show you the different products that I use. First of all, I've stopped using foundation and I've been using concealer, which I got from Sephora. I don't know if you can see it. Sephora, there we go. Bride Future by Sephora, and this is number 6. So that's what I've been using. And for my primer, I actually use my Catrice Cosmetics primers. I have one that says keep me matte, and then oh, so dirty, child. I can't clean the bottles. Yeah, so anyway, I have one that says keep me matte, and then the other one says freshen it up. So this is basically for that dewy finish, and this is what I use most of the time. As you can tell, you can't tell, but this is finished. So I'll be using the keep me matte one today. And then I just use my beauty blender, obviously, to blend out my concealer, lip gloss, and I use my setting spray, which I got from Watson's. I told you guys about the spray. I am so obsessed. I actually have to go to Watson's to top up on that. And then this is the glow kit that I use, the Anastasia Beverly Hills glow up kit, and then I also use the contour kit. But for this one I mainly just use the what do you call it? I don't even know. That's all I use. I don't know what it's called. What is this, child? Is it like highlighting powder? I don't know. Whatever. I use that on my under eye. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay, we can get into it, child. Okay, so while we're at it, I also wanted to catch you guys up on the booty challenge, honey. It's going so well. I am enjoying it, and I'm so happy to see queens who are actually for the whole challenge. And you know, I think for March we might just do the ab challenge, or just focus on the stomach, because that's one area I also wanna work on this year, child. So yeah, so today's the 8th and it's day 8 of 28, and I'm very excited. I'm enjoying it. Okay, working on our physical appearances, we're working on our spirituality, our mental health. We're just working on everything, honey. I'm gonna turn 30 and I'll be fabulous while I'm at it. Fabulous. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna start off with my concealer, which I got from Sephora. I love this concealer so much. I mean, it's a pity that it's so small, but I mean, it is a concealer. It's not meant to function as a foundation, which is what I'm honestly turning it into a foundation. So this is quite expensive. This is 120 kwai, and I mean, you can understand that I use it almost every day. So whoa. So normally when I apply it, I just focus on my under eye, because that's also where I'm going to be using the powder highlighter, whatever you call it. That's the first step to knowing that I know nothing about makeup. So this is not a Jackie Aina makeup routine, okay? I don't even know some of the products that I'm using. So I normally just go under my eyes, and then a bit on the forehead, and then on the side, go on top, and that's it. That's why I always run out, because baby. But once I'm done, I be looking cute though. Yeah. So that's all I do. So yeah, anyway guys, like I told you, I met up with the queen Gia yesterday, and I just started talking to her. I mean, once she revealed her age to me, I was like, okay, I'm turning 30 this year, and I've had a couple of questions, you know, because I don't know about everyone else, but for the longest time I used to freak out at the idea of turning 30, simply because I felt like, oh my word, I'm slowly approaching that age, and I feel like I'm not really where I thought I would be at my age in terms of accomplishing certain things, or just having attained some of the goals that I have on my vision board, you know. So the thought of just turning 30 used to freak me the hell out. I used to freak out so much, and I just had that conversation with her, and we were talking about it, and I was like, damn, yeah, so how did you feel, sis? Were you freaking out? Were you excited? What was just going through your mind as you were approaching that age? And we just had a very uplifting conversation about that, where she was like, basically life begins at 30. For women who are over the age of 30, they felt like their life began at 40 or whatever. So it's mainly you stepping into a brand new chapter of your life. And instead of being freaked out by it, just embrace it, and take it as you basically growing into a new version of yourself, an even better version of yourself, you know. So instead of being freaked out by you turning 30, just embrace it and be excited for what's to come. And it was honestly so uplifting to have that kind of conversation with someone, obviously, who's already over the age of 30. And because I was telling her that I mean, I used to be freaked out by the idea of turning 30 only because I felt like I haven't accomplished all the different things that I want to accomplish. But after turning 29, I don't know, something just switched in me. And instead of just freaking out and looking at it from a negative perspective, I don't know, just something in me changed when I turned 29. I was just like, instead of being freaked out, I'm actually quite excited. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to what 29 has in store for me, but even better what 30 has in store for me. And I'm so excited. I'm turning 30 in September and I'm excited. It's just been so amazing. I feel like that's just what's meant to happen at this point in my life, because I keep bumping into these queens who have grown into themselves. You know, I mean, you are always going to be on that path of self-discovery and trying to figure yourself out, but they are at the level that I'm slowly approaching. I feel like I'm already at that point, but every day I wake up, I'm just like, I love the woman that I'm becoming. I love the woman that I am slowly growing into. And it's just so refreshing to bump into other women who, they just share the same sentiments, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yes ma'am, I know that's right. So we just had the most positive conversation ever. It was just so refreshing. So refreshing, child. So refreshing. So yeah, I normally just use a beauty blender. I honestly have tried using foundation brushes and stuff. I just don't think that's for me. Obviously you can see the product on the blender, so I can understand how some people feel like you're probably wasting product, but I don't know, I just don't feel satisfied after using a foundation brush. I'm like, I feel like there's just excess product on my face. I need to get rid of it. Yeah, so this is the kind of coverage I get after using the concealer. You can see, but okay, is already, you know, I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but I can. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, like I said, I don't ever do my eyebrows. I'm not interested, and I feel like my face is just perfectly fine without the eyebrows. I just feel like drawing on eyebrows is just so much work, and then you spend so much time trying to perfect it, and then you're still not happy with the results. I'm just over it. So normally I can only get this side to look good, and then this side is always looking jacked up and flat, and it just looks wrong. And then I get annoyed, and then I get upset. I get to changing my plans because I'm not about to walk out looking hit, okay? Because I'm not about to walk out looking like Bozo's long lost cousin, looking like Chucky. No ma'am, I'm not doing that. So I've honestly come to love my face without eyebrows, especially ever since I started doing my lash extensions. Shout out to Erica for putting me on, because I used to think, hell no, that looks like a lot of work, I'm not going to do that. But ever since I got my lashes done, I am hooked. I am hooked, honey. I'm like, yes. I feel like lash extensions just give you that vibe of your face is already done up, even though it's not. And that's what I love about them. Even though I feel like my natural lashes are actually kind of weak, therefore my lashes start falling out way quicker than I would actually like them to. But I mean, it's okay, they still look good though. If you guys know anything about me, and if you've been watching me for quite a long time, you will know that the cat eye is my signature look. But you know, ever since I started doing my lashes, I haven't really been doing the cat eye. So yeah, anyway, next up I go in with my Stompy. Let me tell you guys that I've had this lip liner from 2018, and I'm holding on for dear life because every other lip liner that I've bought is honestly trash. I don't like them, and I love this one. And I got this at the soap market, which I'm actually planning on vlogging, you know, going to the soap market or whatever. That's honestly like what you probably consider to be like the small street. If you're from South Africa, you know, Johannesburg, small street. That's what I'd call the small street in Beijing. That's where it's basically the counterfeit market. That's where you find the fake Gucci's and Louis and whatever, but they have like gems in there. And that's where I actually got my makeup brushes, and that's where I bought this eyeliner. So I need to make my way down there. That will be a very nice vlog. Actually, we have to do that once it gets hot, child, because I'm not about to go there. No. So yeah, anyway, this is the lip liner that I've been using. I love it so much. I love it. I love it. I've had this since 2018. I don't know how I managed to do that, considering that this is literally the only one I like. I just love everything about it. It has like enough oil and moisture in it. It's not like those dry ass lip liners that crack your lips. It just does what it has to do, and I love it so much. I love it. I love it. It just it does it for me. Yeah. Then once I'm done with that, I just go in with my lip gloss, because technically I'm almost done with my face. So yeah, anyway guys, I was telling you about the whole turning 30 thing, that I'm no longer freaking out like I used to think I would, or like I used to. You know, I think after I turned 27 I started freaking out. Then I turned 28, I was like, oh my gosh. And then last year I turned 29, I was just like, actually I'm actually quite excited about 30. I'm actually quite excited. I mean, I feel like growing up and maturing, like she was saying to me, like Kia was saying to me, is that you just step into this phase in your life where you're just not bothered by people. You're not bothered by the constant urge to seek validation from other people. You don't need anyone's approval. If I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. If you're rolling with me, great. If you're not, there's the door. Just, you know, get stepping. And it's literally the most liberating feeling ever. Okay, I'm at that point in my life where I don't beg people to be in my life. I don't beg people to roll with me. I'm not about rolling squad deep. Honey, I'm about me and my tribe and people who are for me and about me. And if you're not that, it is what it is. Yeah, so that's what I've actually slowly realized, that with me turning 29 and now anticipating turning 30 and actually being excited about it, those are some of the things that I've actually noticed, that I'm not about forcing friendships. I'm not about forcing relationships. I'm not about forcing anything. I don't force conversations. If it does not come naturally, it's not organic, it's not authentic, it's just not genuine, I don't want it. And that's that on that. That's that on that. I don't force anything. I'm forced luto, not forcing anything. So yeah, anyway, I'm about to use this brush. I don't know what this is. I got it from Miniso. It's a contouring brush. It literally says Miniso contour brush. That's how you know that this is the ghetto. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying, I use this one over here on my under eye, you know, just to brighten my under eye, and that's that on that. Yeah, I'm just at that point in my life where I don't force conversations, I don't force friendships, I don't force anything. I am not begging nobody to be in my life. I'm not hacking forced to anything. Do you understand? And that's that on that. Honey, if you're expecting Lydia to come and knock on your door and beg you, and I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. Don't hold your breath, because you might just pass out while you're waiting. So there's that. There is that, honey. This year I'm all about being productive, not just being active, and part of that is eliminating unnecessary things. And one thing I would say that I'm really proud of myself for doing is minimizing my time on social media. I don't play on social media. I don't want to be as accessible as I used to be. If you want to see my more engaging, interactive, fun, crazy side, you better come on my YouTube channel, because on Instagram you're not going to hear my voice unless I start doing reels and stuff. You're not going to hear my voice. I used to do unnecessary lives with my friend where we'd dress up, do our makeup, and get on live, and we're just doing a whole bunch of nothing. And you know, we're having the conversation with my friend. I'm like, no, but seriously, let's just sit down. Let's come over here. Let's have this conversation. What were we doing? Getting dressed, looking cute, you know, plugging in our ring lights and just sitting there on live, just talking about nothing, where you and I could literally be on a video call and have that conversation. What were we desperately looking for? I know it was probably attention. No, it was definitely attention. Like, how thirsty are you for attention that you're just doing your makeup? Your friend is all the way in South Africa. My best friend is in South Africa, and just the time difference and whatever, the organization that used to go into our lives, our Instagram lives. And I'm like, why? I know that was at the height of COVID, you know, it was back in 2020, but honestly, I think about it sometimes. I'm like, why were we doing that? That was the ghetto. That was literally the ghetto. No, I'm literally embarrassed when I think about it. So those are some of the things that I'm talking about. The only time you guys are going to see me on a live is probably if I'm promoting a product that I'm putting out there and promoting, or a product that I'm endorsing. Other than that, you are not going to hear my voice. You're not going to see me on a live. I am not interested in any of that. Like, honestly, I was having this conversation with my friend and I was like, what were we doing? It's high-key embarrassing. Like, we would literally get on Instagram live and start playing truth or dare, truth or drink, without the alcohol. That's how you know, by hi girl, you were so thirsty for attention. Oh my gosh. And you know, that's what growing up and maturing comes with, you having those honest conversations with yourself and being like, but girl, honestly, like, honestly, Lydia, what were you doing? Come on now. So yeah, so anyway, I'm using that on my under eye just to brighten my eye, and wherever I actually applied the concealer. So yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, growing up and maturing comes with having those conversations and being like, but girl, honestly, why? for what was the reason? Literally, no, it's high-key embarrassing. We were talking about it, my friend and I were talking about it, and I was like, that shit was embarrassing. I don't know what we were doing, what kind of validation were we looking for, you know, what kind of attention were we thirsty for, that we used to do that trash. So that's what I'm not doing. I'm not accessible at all. I am not accessible. I'm sorry, you're not gonna, no, I'm not accessible. Like I said, you want to see my crazy side, come on my YouTube channel, because on my Instagram, honey, I'm all about tailoring my content, especially my fashion content, and that's that on that. I can already see a difference. Can you see a difference? I can see a difference, honey. I don't know about you, but I can see it. So sometimes, only when I feel like it, sometimes, like I said, only when I feel like it. I also take this one and I try to, you know, carve up my nose and stuff. What do you guys call it? Whatever. You're not you. I do that. This is literally the most ghetto makeup tutorial video you're ever gonna watch in your life. Ghetto. 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 And then we go in with the light one again. This is a different brush, you know, but we want to make sure we're not looking crazy. So pinch that, get rid of any yeah. Now I'm gonna go in with the glow kit. Okay, and then you just take your finger, because I feel like brushes waste my time sometimes. I'm just a very impatient person naturally. I just go in, okay, the bubbly, and then we go for the nose. Go for the nose. Go for the little, that's probably too big, but nobody cares. You know, while we at it, I was debating whether I actually want to do this and talk about it, but I think it'll probably be in a different video. Erica and I were literally talking about this, how we're noticing this wave of fake woman empowerment. Fake woman empowerment, you know, talking about woman empowerment, but are you really about it? Are you really about that? Because honey, if you were about it, when people actually come to you asking questions, you would actually give them the answers, because we know you have the answers. But you know, you pro women empowerment, but you, I mean, are you really though? Like, really though? Do you really believe yourself when you even say that? Or are you saying it just to sleep better at night? I don't understand. I've honestly noticed a trend, which I don't know how I feel about it, but again, I don't want to tap into controversial things, because you know, that's not what my focus is. But I feel like it's also important when you see certain things, you know, you call them out for what they are. And I'm calling it fake woke and fake women empowerment, because honestly, that's what it is. That when it is time for the people to actually step up to whatever it is that they claim to be doing, they don't do it. You know, and you start noticing certain things. You know, the thing is, people need to realize that we different people, we function on different levels, and some of us really focus on nurturing our energies and whatever. I'm one person who's very sensitive. You know, I'm very sensitive. I could say I literally have the gift of spiritual discernment, and that's basically being able to just see BS for what it is. And you know, there's situations that have happened in the past and they've happened recently where I'm just like, I see what you're trying to sell, but I'm not buying what you're trying to sell. I see what you're dropping, but I'm not picking it up. You know, it's just like I see through it, you know. And it's quite sad that we are living in times like that. But I think yet again, it's also why you have some women who are very what can I say, very cautious when it comes to actually establishing relationships with large groups of women, if I can say that. I'm trying to be cryptic because, like I said, I'm not trying to tap into any controversial topics. That's not what I'm about this year. I'm all about being zen and just, you know. But yeah, I've been having those conversations with quite a few people. For instance, I'll give you an example where people are pushing you to do something. My best friend and I were having this conversation where people were actually pushing her to start her business. You know, if you do that, I would be your #1 supporter. You are so good at that. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? She established her business last year, and those people who claimed that they were actually going to support her ran for the hills. She never even saw a single one of those people coming out to support her, you know. So that's what I'm saying, the fake woke, fake woman empowerment movement that I'm seeing, which is really disturbing and unsettling. And people obviously don't want to talk about it because of the whole facade of, but I'm pro women and I want to see everyone win. But it's in having conversations like that with people who are honestly, they're honest and genuine, and they're like, that's what it is, that's what's happening, you know, besides what we're trying to sell, but this is the reality of it. It's quite sad. It's quite sad because what you're presenting is this, you know, united front. I want to see everyone win, but I mean, the truth of it is that some people just want to occupy certain spaces on their own. They don't want to show up and support others. They pretend as if they are, but when you actually look at their actions, you actually realize and see them for what they are, that it's all a facade and it's all a front. I hope it's making sense. But yeah, just to give that example, I think I've had quite a few conversations with a number of people who share the same sentiments, and they've also had that experience where people told you, if you start this business, I will support you. I mean, there is a market for that, and I feel like you know, you're the best person for that. Obviously, I'm not saying that you just took your capital and started off your business based on what other people were saying, but if you feel like there is a market and a demand for whatever it is that you're trying to put out there, and there are people actually, you know, firing you up and telling you that if you do this, you could actually succeed, and I'll actually be one of the people supporting you, and then you actually launch your business, or you launch whatever it is that these people are actually hyping you up about. Obviously, first because you're very passionate about it, and then once you do that, they run for the hills and they don't support you, and you're just like, and it's in those situations where you see yourself getting support and being backed up by people that you never even thought those people would support you. So child, that's why I'm saying this is Lydia stepping into her 30s, and I'm just seeing a lot of things where I'm like, I know the type of tribe I want to be around me. I want people who are for me and people who know that for a fact that I'm there for them, and it's just a reciprocal relationship, because that's just what it is. You know, being in a space where you're not constantly looking over your shoulders feeling like somebody's trying to get something from you or stuff like that, you know. So child, what is this, honey? Who's this? Wait.
Hey, 你好.
Yeah.
我 UPS.
Okay, so anyway, I'm done. So I'm gonna go in with my setting spray. Okay, it's my setting spray, child. Setting spray. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but I can see it. You can see a bit of product. I can see the difference. Anyway, let me just get dressed because I'm about to go get a COVID test yet again. So yeah, let me just get dressed and I can show you guys the finished look. I am done. So this is the finish. Obviously you can see the glow, honey. You can see the glow. You can see this is literally my go-to everyday look. This is my everyday look. When you see my pictures on Instagram, I know most of the time I'm wearing shades, but this is what's going on behind the shades. I don't draw my eyebrows on. I know that some people, they cannot walk out of the house without eyebrows. I honestly am not gonna sit there for an hour trying to perfect my eyebrows, because one thing about me, if they don't at least look like they are related, they don't look like cousins at least, I'm not going to be happy with it. So I've had instances where I had to cancel my plans because I'm not about to walk out looking hit. We're not doing that. It's not Halloween every other day of the week and of the year. So this is literally my everyday go-to no makeup look. You can see that, you know, my skin is nourished and it's glowing, but it looks effortless. That's important to me. So yeah, that's me. And I just have my hair in a bun. I know it's hard to see, but yes. I love it. That's literally all I do, and I am happy. Like I said, I have to leave right now and go get my COVID test. You can see it's 8 minutes plus 1. I have to be there at 1:30. Luckily it's not that far from my place, so I'm about to request a cab and go right now. So anyway, to close off this video, Kia sis, this is how I do my makeup. Concealer, literally minimal effort. I don't like wahala. I don't like stressing out in life, and I'm not about to stress out about makeup. Please, I beg. Not doing it, not writhing. Don't want no pots. So yeah, this is the look. If you guys are interested, and if Gia maybe actually requested, I'll probably sit down and do my ghetto eyebrow tutorial. For now, this is what we're working with. Yeah, and for the rest of 2022, I'm very excited for what's to come. Just a lot of positive things happening. I have so many things to share with you guys, but you know, I've come to also realize that you need to allow yourself to actually pray over things and enjoy them alone, and when you're ready, you can share with the world and share with your audience and whatever. So I am working on quite a few things, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys. I'm very excited about this year. That's what I'm saying. I went from possibly freaking out about turning 30 to now literally embracing it. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it first and foremost, but instead of stressing out over it, I'm actually embracing it and whatever it is that it's gonna come with. And yeah, I'm just very excited. I'm very excited. So anyway guys, if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also go follow me on Instagram. It's Lydia_M. Like I said, today is the 8th, so it's day 8 of 28 of the Feb booty challenge, so you can still hop on if you want to. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Look cute though. I look good. Like, I look good. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Bye.